Today's picture from day 11 of my father's last month. So for those that have been, out of the loop a little bit, July of 2019 was my father's last month on earth, free of hospital walls. July, 30th or 31st, he went in after a routine procedure they did and spent the entire month of August in the hospital before the ICU before passing from an infection given to him by UPMC Hospital. He died of medical error. So here is today's picture. What I would love for you to do, if you can sign the petition, that's free, that's in the description or my bio. We're trying to get the numbers up to 10,000. We're trying to change the statute of medical malpractice in Pennsylvania and also offer more resources to families so they don't have to go directly to a lawyer who's clearly going to be in it for the financial gain. Or there's another link where you are welcome to grab yourself a Charlie t-shirt, which I don't have on. I don't know why I did this. A Charlie hoodie, a Charlie tank top, because I firmly believe that my father is going to be like the Jerry West, the logo for medical malpractice. And it's a conversation piece whenever you wear it. So my idea for sharing these stories and pictures each day was to humanize my father and separate him, to let people know that these 250,000 people every year that pass of medical error are not just numbers. They are people. Okay, so this, another day that's not a picture of my father. That is a metal detector. From somebody that's a diehard, first of all, I teach gym. I was an athlete all my life. I raised my son to be an athlete. We love sports, probably too much. My father could give a shit about sports, okay? My father didn't understand the rules, didn't care to know the rules, was terribly unathletic. There was never any we go out and catch in the yard days with my dad. But I like that. He was honest. That's why when people ask me, like, how are you a Buccaneers fan and not a Steeler fan? I do like the Steelers, but I'm like, they weren't, when I was really little, they weren't prevalent in my, like, it wasn't like, the religious experience to watch the Steelers like it is a lot of other Pittsburghers. My father's favorite thing to do was to metal detect. And his dream was to go to Florida. He would have these books about, treasure ships and all these things. And he wanted to go around and metal detect. My dad loved metal detecting. He would go up around parks around here and look to see if somebody had dropped a wedding ring or whatever the case may be. After my mom passed, shortly when I was contracted to be a teacher, my father never had a lot of money. So I remember I purchased a metal detector for him. And it was like $500. And he was in tears, like he was moved, because I think he had one for like $100 or whatever. So I'll never forget that to this day. But yeah, my father loved to go metal detecting. All right, so again, that's the story and picture today. If you have been through medical error, medical malpractice, anybody in your family, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help in any way I can, you know what I mean? Whether it's give you some advice or have you bypass a couple of the hurdles, because they're going to throw 1,000 at you. So even if you're thinking, years ago, this might have happened to my dad, my uncle, please share your story, speak out. This is something the politicians aren't talking about. Nobody's talking about it, and it's apparently that big of a problem. So we appreciate you. Justice for Charlie.